I like to see it.
I would like to see it. Does he exist? Okay.
Does he?
That's a good question. Okay, so what is my ideal guy? My ideal guy is
12 o'clock midnight. 1 hour later.
okay, so my ideal guy is obviously someone that is tall. If we're talking about physical attributes, he has to be tall. I'm tall.
Mm-hmm.
I done my share of short people in I can't go back that route. He has to be tall. I have to date someone that is financially stable. Someone that also is has a good relationship with their parents, because I have a very good relationship with my parents. So if they don't really have any type of relationship with their parents, that's kind of like a red flag for me in some sense. And that's just personally.
Yep.
Just from how I was raised. It has to be someone that is also very giving, because throughout my life and my career, I have always worked for like different nonprofits, and I love giving back. So they have to be someone that has a giving heart. Let's see. I did say I like a dark skinned man if we're trying to be like physical. If he dark skinned.
Dark chocolate.
Even better. If he doesn't have to be, it's cool if you're not dark skinned. DM me. Not a problem.
She done messed up now.
I'm trying to think what else. Obviously he has to have a job. Like, I can't talk to anybody that's not getting money.
A job or some sort
and that's not getting, that's not about the money and ain't getting to the money. Like, it just won't work. He also has, I would prefer not to date a guy that has kids, but
it's too much.
That's something else. Because my thing is, like, it depends on how many kids. Let me say that. It depends on how many.
I could deal with one.
One I could deal with.
But if you got 4 kids from
2,
5 different
3,
women,
I can't do it.
And I know what I
One I can do. I can do one. And it has to be one that you already had when we met. It can't be one where, okay? Let me just be honest about that. It has to be one where you already had this kid when we met each other, okay?
It has to be the one you made with me, honestly.
And I personally, I want to be the first one. I do. I like being the first.
But girl, we about to be.
But I think looking at your age, that's something that's also being a little bit selfish in a sense. Like, a lot of people have kids.
Y'all, in your 30s, it's hard to find men.
I'm not 30.
You about to be? It's hard to find men that don't have any kids.
There are plenty of guys out there who are 30 plus who do not have children.
There are, but the older you get, the harder it is to find.
I was getting ready to settle with a guy who had 2 kids, and now I have one that has none.
My boyfriend has,
and he's older.
A 5-year-old son. He doesn't live here though.
But he had that when you met him though. You know what I'm saying?
But he lives with his mom. I've never met him yet, but he has.
You really don't want a boyfriend who has kids. They're out there. Don't settle for what you don't want, ladies.
I can deal with one.
That is true.
But I feel like if you have multiple baby mamas, that's a trend. And I'm not trying to be the next one. I feel like if you couldn't commit to either one of your baby mamas, you ain't trying to commit to me either.
I'm trying to wait till then.
I really do prefer to be the first. I mean
that'd be nice.
That would be awesome. But I understand what you're saying. Like, at our age, there are people that have they have kids.
Girl, you're gonna be divorcees, everything.
Yeah.
By the time
I like to be the first in everything. Like, I want to be your first wife. I want to be your first, baby mama.
First kid.
Your first kid. I just want to be your first. Not your first in like everything like that, because I can't do the first in everything.
Let's clarify.
But your first and them other things. Okay? But yeah, I think that's my ideal guy. So, like, I don't know. What do y'all think my ideal guy is?
What you just said. Somebody who's tall, dark, handsome,
with a job.
Somebody who already has bought his first home. Somebody who is clean, got nice teeth, loves his mama and Jesus, has no bad habits. Clean car and clean room, not one or the other, like everything. And like already, like their first date is gonna be to Paris. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, tell me my life.
Like,
I'm just gonna let her speak this into existence.
Like, that's Toy's man. Like, he has to be like, baby, you deserve the world. Let's hop on a flight right now. Because quite honestly, that's what happened to me. So it can happen to you, girl. It can happen to you.
Thank you. Pass it on to me.
We'll talk about what relationship I was in, because our date was Took a plane ride.
Okay.
I don't think this is my handwriting. Why should it be mine?
It's gonna be interesting. I already asked both of them.
Deja only put in 2 questions.
Oh, this is not mine. What's the worst fitness advice you've heard? Ooh. The worst fitness advice I've heard usually has to do with nutrition. Usually has to do with a fad diet. The thing about fad diets are that they're temporary. They're not sustainable for life. For me and my clients, I put them on a meal plan that is sustainable, something they could do for the rest of their life if they wanted to. Not super restrictive, I can go on a whole hour-long conversation as to why you should not drink your calories, so many things, but that is usually the worst advice that my clients have been given, and they always end up coming to me because they've done these things and it did not work. It does not work.
Other than working out, y'all, I think my most favorite thing to do, I don't even know. I don't work out.
That's so sad.
Right. Because I used to read a lot. However, I don't really read physical books. I only do audio books now. But reading used to be my gateway, my relaxation. But I would have to say either if it's not smoking hookah for real. I don't smoke hookah every day. I don't want y'all to think I'm just a hookah addict. I smoke hookah maybe twice a month.
Twice a month.
For real. I'm dead ass. Twice a month. Maybe 3. But I like to cook. I really like to cook. So
okay. Well, that's something you like to do other than...
Yeah, I like to find recipes that I've never tried and cook it. That's my thing. I go on Pinterest, find a new keto recipe. I go buy all the ingredients and I go cook it. It's kind of my thing. So
I be thinking cooking is fun.
Yeah, I like to cook.
I know some people hate cooking, but I be like, ooh,
Cooking is
I love to cook.
a recipe. As long as I got the ingredients.
Yeah, I just go buy the ingredients, follow the instructions, boom, got a whole new meal.
There it is.
But wings come in second, eating chicken wings and then smoking.
Come in second.
Oh, and wine. So drinking wine.
No, that's a real one.
And chicken wings and hookah.
That's real. And that started early. Chicken wings.
Yeah, chicken.
It says, do you have the perfect fitness life? Do you have days? No.
What do you mean, do you have days?
Do I have bad days? Kind of thing.
Oh, I guess. I didn't write that question.
Like cheat days or days when you're not working out or whatever.
I feel like even when people, the word perfect to me is just I'm not perfect. I have days where I mess up. I have days where I cheat. Some days, I have weeks, honestly, sometimes where I'm I just don't feel like doing anything. So I go through my moments, but I think what really does motivate me though to continue to go down the fitness path and everything is really the supporters that I have. So when people that kind of check on me hey, you ain't posted in a while, or I ain't seen this or that, then it kind of makes me get back on my grind and well, I do it for myself, but the fact that people watch and want to know what I'm doing, it makes me more motivated to keep it going. So what I've been doing on my Instagram, I've been trying my hardest.
You've been doing
to post 3 days a week. Some days it be 2. but I do be trying. The reason why I kind of do it that way is even designing my Instagram, if my page is offset, I'm a very kind of strategic person. So if I see my the 3 slide layout, if it's off, I'm just I have to post 2 more things because it bothers me if it looks weird. And
my page look all kind of random. I just be posting.
So it'll be making me. That's really has been my motivator. I'm your page look weird because you got it be bothering me so bad.
I wish I had the patience to do a theme. The actual Instagram theme.
You had a theme at one point.
At one point I did, but I man, it's too much.
It's hard though to keep a theme.
It's too much. I have to.
But that's really what kind of motivates me to keep posting because I'm well, now your page offset.
I had a theme at one point. Maybe I should start doing it again, but this is.
And so, yeah.
Would you ever put your relationship on YouTube, i.e., a couple's channel? I'm glad I got this question.
Me too.
Do tell.
So, yes, I would. Now, I have been in a relationship where I did not want to put my relationship on YouTube because I was in my head, I was it's not nobody's business what I'm doing in my relationship. But really, I just wasn't proud of that relationship. It wasn't something that I felt
That's typically, I think that's what
That's a good point to make, though.
it wasn't necessarily like even at the good points in my relationship, it was just like, I don't know if I want to share this because I don't know where this is going. But I think when you're in a relationship where you're like, you know what? Yes, let's share with the world. You probably have a positive outlook on it. You know.
So are you saying that because you didn't see a future with that person, and it was like, why share this with people? Because
I think it was a little bit of that, and also it was just like too many pieces that weren't fitting together, and I didn't want to expose that, because the one thing I learned about YouTube is like, you can fake it all you want, people will see right through that camera lens. Like, if you're not having a good day, it wears all over you. You can try to like put on a happy face and people will be like, you seem off today. It'd be like, people can perceive those kind of things. So even if you try to make your relationship look perfect on YouTube, people will start to see when things are like breaking down. And in my last relationship, I felt like, you know, people would not take it in a positive light because there were things that just weren't right. That being said, my current relationship, it's new, it's fresh, but this is something that I do want to share, because before we even became a couple, YouTube was like, you should be a couple. People started to see, like, they saw the bright light, they saw the chemistry, and we are entertaining together, I think, and that's why people ask for more of him. So I personally will be bringing my relationship to YouTube, but not every detail. I will not be like, we had a fight today, or look what we're doing today. It'll be for a purpose, and like, you know, where my channel is going right now with travel, it'll be mostly focused on, you know, our vacations together and things like that. Maybe some milestones in life. We get married, we have children, those kind of things. But
hey. Would you ever date a subscriber?
Ooh. Would you ever date a subscriber?
Would you?
Right, well, now no, because I have a boyfriend.
But if you didn't?
And I think we're going to be together for a while. But if I didn't have a boyfriend and one of my subscribers asked me out, he was cute, he was kind of tall, and he had a good job.
Maybe she should ignore this question.
And he lives in Atlanta, I might.
What's the new word they say?
Slap.
If you slap.
If you slap it,
if you slap, then it is what it is.
You know. But I don't have, as long as he's not like one of them fans, but don't act like a fan.
That's so weird.
Like, don't call me Deja Fit Beauty.
Deja Fit Beauty? Deja Fit Beauty? On IG?
Like, somebody did that to me at the gym. It was like, Deja Fit Beauty, Keto Queen at the gym. Not Keto Queen. I don't mind them calling me Keto Queen, but
call me Queen.
But don't be acting all fannish. Just be.
That's weird though.
Not Deja Fit Beauty. That's hilarious right there.
I mean, I didn't want to get this question. What's the worst date you've been on?
Oh man. I should have got that one.
I think I told y'all the worst date I've been on. Actually, let's all share the worst date that we've been on. Okay, so my worst date that I've been on.
I'm trying to think.
And I don't even know if I should even share this, but I would just make sure the person's anonymous.
Okay. I think that's fair.
And I think I told y'all about the date that I went on that I thought was like extremely awkward and weird. I think I might have told y'all this. But either way, I guess I'll just say it. So the worst date I went on was with somebody that I knew that was a friend. It started getting really weird because he started really liking me. And then it was like, it's kind of when you like have a cool homeboy, then he like started getting a crush on you, and it's just like, who is this person? I don't like him. So we went on a date, and I guess it was a date because he paid for it. I guess it was a date.
I remember this.
So we went on a date, and we went to, it was like one of those like really big like kind of places where you could do a whole bunch of stuff, like drink, bowl, all that kind of stuff.
Like Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, and then we left that place or whatever, and then I left because I was like, it started getting very strange like during the date, because he kept FaceTiming like all his friends while he was on a date with me. And so like he FaceTimed like some boy that was in New York, and he was like, yeah, you know, like this, like I'm on a date with Tori right now, like showing me, and I was just like,
okay, I know the guy,
and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
I think I know you talking about.
And then he was like, oh, this my friend, he a reporter. Like, look, I'm FaceTiming him, and I'm like, he literally FaceTimed like probably 3 or 4 people when we were on a date.
No.
And so he FaceTimed like his sister, and his sister was just like, hey, you know, and I was just like it was just weird because we would be talking about something and he'll be asking me about something in the gym. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I did this and that, and then he'll just be on his phone, and then it'll be like the person up on the phone, like, and it's like, oh, I'm with Toy, like, you know what I'm saying? The sister would be like, oh my God, hey, and I'm like, I don't, like, we don't have this type of connection.
No, he's like really weird.
So I felt like weird with that. So I was like, I need to like leave. And so I was like, okay, I'm about to go or whatever. So I made it seem like I was trying to go to the store that was next to the place that we were at. So I was like, I'm just about to go into like Pier 1, whatever, go shop for my house. And so he's like, oh, I'll come with you. And I'm like, okay. So as we're going to Pier 1, and then he's like in the, you know how Pier 1 has like the pillows, the decorative pillows and all that kind of stuff. And so he's like, I really gotta go. We're in a decorative pillow, like aisle or whatever. And so he's like, I really gotta go to the bathroom. I think I told y'all this. Did I tell y'all this?
I don't remember this
part.
But
and so I was like, he's like, I have to go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay, so like go to the bathroom or whatever.